Teddy led us back to the roof. They said that was the place they used to enter and access this world. Labrys, who still doesn't quite understand that she is in the TV world, cocks her hat in a bewilderment. Yuki-san and his friends gather around her and explain everything. She is shocked at first, but as she grows accustomed to the idea, she begins laughing. Relief, I leave Labrys to them. I approach Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san. I relate to them all the information I have gathered on this case so far. Tell them that the tsunami host was Labrys' shadow, which had emerged from her, and that Labrys may have not been stolen, but Daisy may have escaped on her own. He has the ability to manipulate people's senses. That would explain the signs of mental interference found on the hijackers. We were able to discover enough through our research. Perhaps she used the same method. I would have taken time, but she was sealed away for over 10 years. Although she was caged, it is not clear whether she was conscious or not during that period. She had more than enough time. Mitsuru-san and Hakiko-san show no surprise, but they do let out a long sigh. In contrast to Mitsuru-san, who is lost in thought, Akiko-san gasps to get an answer straight from the sword. Labrys startles when he taps her shoulder.
So when did you actually awaken?
Akiko-san's question is blunt, but Labrys handles it calmly, knowing that it is a natural thing to ask.
No, I can't remember.
She is being honest. She had used her ability on herself, not even she knew that she really was. But Akiko-san seems skeptical. Having a memory of it also means that she is unable to deny it.
Please, Mitsuru-san, can you be lenient with her?
Mitsuru-san folds her arms and thinks. I know she is in a difficult position. Though Labrys may have a heart, that does not make her human. She is a weapon with dangerous capabilities. Mitsuru-san cannot decide based on her personality alone what measure to take. Especially now that we are affiliated with the police. We have our reputation to consider.
Yeah, would you, please?
Yosuke-kun.
I know I'm asking without knowing the whole story here, but please don't lock her up again.
Even his friends seem surprised by his outburst. But soon enough, they're all giving Mitsuru-san the same pleading look. Mitsuru-san wins before giving a wry smile.
Well, I hadn't intended to seal her away again to begin with.
Mitsuru-san!
Seriously? Did you hear that?
It should be a walk in the park compared to the challenge of sending Aigis to school.
He has no intention of locking her away. The smile on Mitsuru-san's face confirmed that much.
Thank you so much.
How about if we go outside? This isn't really the place to stand around and chat.
Yeah. Well, it's a hell of a way to start off a holiday, but at least it's over. Man, why'd that shadow have to pick our school and us of all people?
Mitsuru-san and Akiko-san freeze.
You know, that is odd now that you mention it. I was told this place takes its shape from a person's memories. Why would it become this high school?
I had picked up on that incongruity as well. Putting aside that Inaba was chosen as the escape destination, why was a specific school so carefully recreated? I also have my doubts about Labrys' power. Strictly speaking, it doesn't rob one's sanity. What her power really does is cloud one's senses with illusions. I'm not sure that would have been enough to control those hijackers so completely.
Hey, Labrys.
Akiko-san called Labrys again. Instant he put his hand on her shoulder, she suddenly twitched.
Hey, what's the matter?
Labrys abruptly leaps backward. Everyone is baffled to see her white body flying over their head.
She's...
Stay back, everyone!
Akiko-san is first to realize the danger and yells a warning to the others.
Sister?
Labrys stands there emotionlessly. Slowly, her right hand reaches for the battle axe on her back. Tension filled the air.
No! Why?
The blade of the axe is pointed toward me. I do not comprehend. What's going on? As I stand there confused, Labrys lowers her stance, readying herself for battle. I open my mouth to try to persuade her, but I can't. There's no time. Labrys now has the use of her persona. She will be stronger than before. If I don't focus on counterattacking, I'll lose. I clench my jaw and hold in the despair that threatens to overwhelm me. I must concentrate on the problem at hand. Going to fight is in my question mark. Oh, Aigis is just
Final.
the heartless archangel.
Hit first! Please hit! Fire! Here! Please hit! Firing! Hit first! Please hit! Fire! Block! Go! Hit first! Move down! Persona! Hit first! Please hit! Fire! Hit first! Move down! Downward! Block! Go! First! Move down! Downward! Athena! Please hit! Strike!
Labrys fall to the ground with a thud.
Labrys!
I tried to run on to her, but I stopped when I hear an unearthly voices.
You succeeded in repulsing it yet again. Very
But very unexpected. Everyone takes a defensive stance and look around.
What is this? I'm not getting a good feeling about this.
It's certainly an ominous presence. That voice.
Is that my voice?
Yes, it is. Before I can react, an unnatural looking shadow, a cloud of darkness, thick as a pool of blood, from next to Labrys. A true enemy rise up from the sludge. It is a sight I will never forget. It is a sight I will never forget.
Aigis-san's shadow?
What? It's different.
To think you'd fight back this fiercely. No wonder you once drove back a god. Yes, I want them even more now.
Want them? What does that mean?
Yusuke-san lets out at the enemy, but it ignores him and continues talking.
Sadly, it seems things won't be going according to plan this time. But I'll make use of what tools I have to the very end. This is my last chance. No, more like a marvelous entertainment. Entertainment?
Instead of answering, it raised its right hand over her.
Stand, my puppet.
Labrys stand up as if being pulled by a string.
Is it controlling her?
Sister!
She doesn't answer. Her face is blank, stare and her shoulder hang unnaturally, since every inch is puppet. Confused, I look again at the enemy. That my shadow? It looks like me, but its voice, its powers, they're also different from mine. Before I can come to a conclusion, the enemy used Labrys to make it next move.
This form is exhausted from constant battle and will be useless as an asset. But unless you destroy it, it will keep rising up and attacking you all. What will you do?
With the battle axe in her hand, Labrys dodges forward without warning. Her attack is much more forceful than in the last battle. Even with all my strength, I am being pushed back.
Oh crap! If this keeps up...
Let's do this! Takemika!
Wait! Don't interfere!
What?
Please!
I clench my teeth. Labrys is under that thing's control and ignoring her own limits. And she is already damaged and exhausted from the previous battle. If we all attack, we might be able to contain her, but she could be destroyed in the process.
Now, may you suffer and curse your fate. Relinquish your personas.
Relinquish?
Personas and shadows are one and the same. If I poison your hearts, I can recruit shadows with unparalleled strength.
Wait, what? You mean turn our personas back to shadows?
The heart is frail. Its weaknesses are never fully vanquished. Given the opportunity, it can betray you and return to darkness. Old wounds that you thought you had overcome, opened once again. You almost let go of your hearts, your personas. This one's desire to make people suffer was perfectly suited for such a plan.
Plan?
You caused all this to gather strong shadows?
You bastard. Who are you?
You had best hurry and decide who will be destroyed, this shell or the lot of you.
Labrys flies through the air again and unleashes a full force attack. I am forced to one knee. If she attacks again, but just when I'm sure it's over, something happened.
Sorry, but this show is over.
I see, Mitsuru-san stands right out of the corner of my eye. Suddenly, the menacing aura surrounding Labrys is dispelled, like magic.
What?
For the first time, the enemy seemed shocked. Freed from the spell, Labrys fall to the ground.
Sister!
I run to her and cradle her in my arms. What was that? Mitsuru-san smiled defiantly and glanced up to the sky.
Looks like you made it in the nick of time. You saved us, Yamagishi.
Oh, Yamagishi? An answering voice echoed in my head. That soft but extremely reassuring voice.
Are you all okay?
Hey! This is the first time I see Fuka, man.
Fuka-san?
Fuka Yamagishi-san. He is a fellow ally who helped us overcome the challenge we faced in the past. Cannot help but smile with surprise and joy.
So you had a third assistant.
Ooh, what a soothing voice! My teddy senses are telling me that this is a real cutie pie!
Is this like Rise-chan's persona? Wait, where is she? This feeling. What the?
Rise's-san opened her eyes and looks up.
Voice. It's not coming from in here. Whoever it is out there.
Seriously? She can use hers in the real world? That's amazing.
Even before I can ask, Fuka-san tell me what I want to know.
Aigis, the enemy is just mimicking your appearance. It's not actually a part of you.
Is that a real Fuka-san voices? I don't know.
Very impressive to guess correctly from such a long distance away.
Mitsuru-san stares at the enemy in shock. We hear Fuka-san words as if she's speaking, but technically there is no sound. She transmits a voice directly into people's mind. Other people should hear nothing. Yet the enemy is responding to her. I reach my God in spite of myself, but there is no fear in me. My doubt about the enemy, my hesitation are gone. My heart starts to burn. What is this? Never felt this heated emotion before. That's running through my body.
You must be the one behind all this. You stole Labrys and threw her into a TV.
And this song is good.
You were after Persona users from the start. That's why you chose this school and tampered with Labrys' memories. And you just demonstrated how you control those hijackers.
So this must be the real Puppet Master.
Then, that voice who tried to dissuade me back in that classroom. You're quite slow for a machine. Can't you tell by looking at me who that was?
But that wasn't something my heart saw, but just a malicious whisper. The fire in my heart is stoked higher, and I make a fist without realizing it. I thought this entire incident was just an unfortunate event caused by my sister's suffering. But her pain was all orchestrated by someone. This isn't her tragedy. Someone saw to it that this would happen. And not just the Labrys. Whoever did this tried to manipulate the pain in my heart too, by posing as my shadow. And to top it off, the culprit pauses, asks everyone here to make them distrust each other reopening old wounds. It was all an evil plan. I'm not human, but because of that, I hold the heart and bones of others to be sacred. They saved me. They keep me going now. And yet, it tests those bones and uses our anguish for its own purpose. Our heart were nothing but tools to it. Tools to hurt others. I see. I get it now. It's roiling violent surge of emotion. This shaking, burning, erupting sensation. I realize that this is a type of emotion which can best be described in a single word. This is fury.
Are you angry? All right, I'll play along. The show must go on, right?
You've gone too far.
The song is really great. Especially, you know, if they have the Persona 3 boss battle song. But that's not it.
First! He's hit! Fire!
The Heartless Arm Angel!
Firing! First! He's hit! Fire! Damage! Fight! Shot! Athena! First! Here! Scramble! First! Move down! Fire! Block! Go! Oh, here! He's hit! First! He's hit! Fire! Block! Go! First! Move down! Fire! He's hit! First! He's hit!
Story is kind of a little different from the usual. Sinks soup like me falls to the ground on its knees. But it gets right back up with an awkward jerking motion and lets out an insane laugh. A smile on its face contrasts with its damaged limb, has the ears of a clown.
This is fine with me. Good enough for my purposes that I confirmed you have enough power to meet my expectations.
Good enough, my ass.
Those are the words of a sore loser.
This is only a temporary form. I doubted there'd be any meaning in changing my appearance, but sure enough, it made for a very enjoyable game.
The Hell Games.
All that irritates me is having to feign cooperation with that foolish human until I obtain the one true vessel.
What? They're not human? That foolish human? That's an odd choice of words. It would seem to imply not only that it is not human, but also that it is working with a human to carry out its crime.
I will see you in another guise next time. Just wait until then.
Play another next game. It let out a wretched laugh with my face. After that, it slowly fades away, disappearing into the air.
Yamagishi.
Mitsuru-san quickly calls out. However,
The reading disappeared. It didn't move, it just vanished. What could this mean?
Back to square one again.
Akiko-san lets out a heavy sigh.
Sheesh. It even had to exit on a lame, evil laugh.
Another guys, huh?
Don't even think about coming around here again!
Should we put up some talismans? I've got a lot left over from when we were putting them up in our inn.
Well, even if it shows up again, it'll get double the pain we gave it this time.
Who could it be, though? How did it know about our personas?
That aside, it sure had a sneaky way of doing things. This is twice I've been kidnapped into the TV world, you know. Twice!
The irritation is obvious, and it's only natural. They were toyed with as well, and they do not take Labrys treatment as a tool well. But I cannot encourage them to settle the score. Akiko-san apparently thinks the same thing.
Don't worry about it. We'll handle things from here.
Wait, but it kinda said it was still after us.
Of course, you should be aware that the enemy is out there. Akihiko only means that there is no need to abandon your lives to pursue it. We will do our best to ensure that no harm comes to you. That is, after all, our duty.
But...
Guys, let's leave this to them.
You can...
Are you serious?
They're right that we need to go back for now. You look beat.
Yu's-san, aware of their situation, speaks out. Perhaps he senses our dilemma.
I'm sorry, everyone.
He nods and looks at Yosuke's son, who rapidly give up. Their ability to communicate through eyes contact only proves the strength of their bond.
Alrighty, attention please! The trip doesn't end until we get out of the TV!
Dude, we were in the middle of a conversation.
Ah,
What's this about a trip? You really gave us a scare disappearing like that. And this isn't the first time either.
It's not my fault! Or should I actually sponsor the next Miss Inaba?
Don't even think about it.
Kia-san's face is still shaking with anger after impacting Teddy at full range. There are times when you should give it all because it's your friend. Ah, how beautiful friendship is. I comprehend. After everyone calms down, we finally move on to the main subject. We are on the roof to begin with to leave this world. After getting everyone's attention, Teddy makes us a few narcissistic remarks and click his heels. Then, like a magic trick at a party, some old TV appears in a puff of smoke.
What are you doing with this ancient TV? Hang on, where'd you even get this?
It's a Teddy Vision! You can get out from here!
This TV is our escape route? Can we really fit inside?
Ooh, are you a little too front-loaded to fit? In that case, I wouldn't mind helping you squeeze through!
Damn it, Teddy! You know what front-loaded means?
You're even worse than before, you know that?
Chia-san and Yosuke-san jump in without hesitation, showing how used to it they are. Seeing that, Akihiko-san and Mitsuru-san shrug and follow suit. Labrys' eyes are wide to see everyone getting sucked into the TV, but she doesn't look scared. Her eyes are actually bright as she glances this way. I can't help but smiles at that. It doesn't need my permission to do anything. Tell her to go ahead and she dives in head first with a giant grin. Also, just as I talk, her wing doesn't fit and she gets caught on the screen. I burst into laughter to see her legs sticking out of the TV, kicking wildly. I take off the unit on her back and she instantly gets sucked into the TV. I wonder if she landed safely. That's the last one left. I turn around and take a final look. It doesn't feel like it, but it's only been a few hours since we entered the TV, and only 3 days in the hijacking. It was a horrible nightmare, but at the same time I met some good people. Most importantly, it isn't over. The true test may be still to come. I push my toes and slip into the TV. Everyone made it back out safely.